Not quite at sunset here at Tom Remick Park in Ormond by the Sea, Florida, just north of Ormond Beach, Florida. We'll stick the camera on me. Nothing really planned. I do not have my tripod, forgot that. I do not have the MiFi. When I was recording that bris and live streaming it yesterday, I left that in Ponte Vedra Beach near Jacksonville, an hour and 15 from here. And therefore I can't use my other phone. But come on, it gets old for me to just be reading and commenting on other people's stuff. So I'm going to see who joins here. For example, Stephen J. Lipstraw, whom I've never met. And Valerie Marie Mirzwa, whom I've never met. But is it your birthday, Valerie? I don't know you. Send me a question as quickly as possible. I have no agenda for this, and I figured, well, at least when I'm at the beach and there's no easy MiFi or Wi-Fi to use, I can just stick the ocean behind me, and maybe some pelicans will entertain you. I'm only going to be on for a few minutes if I don't get something interactive here. Maybe I'll take a little walk. Maybe I'll go into the water. Come on, give me a question. Give me some sort of comment, perhaps. Otherwise, I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm planning on staying in Ormond Beach for the indefinite future because I am working on a show with a businessman for the community who I think does a great job. He's assembled a production team. I'm calling it Backlash on Shark Nation Radio. It's a new podcast is coming on every day, Monday through Friday. Hello, Rachel Pollack-Werman. If you have any questions or comments, please add them here. I have no agenda for this one. There are some people walking by. How about that? So we're trying to make a good show. It's been heavy on the interviews. They have faith in me. They have faith in what we can accomplish and what the needs of the market are. You know, there is a market, and there are market needs being unfulfilled. And who knows if we can actually make money doing this. That is a priority for me at this stage of my life, as is getting married and have a family. I'm well behind in certain departments. All right, no one's saying anything, so let's just take a walk down to the beach. I'll show you the sun again. There's the sun. Same sun, 93 million miles away from where you are. All right. Not much to say, but every once in a while, it's just good to shut up and let people see the beach. I've not been here since Friday. It's a little risky because the allergies are up. People are still getting allergies. It's not as bad here as the Northeast. Things have been in bloom for a while, but allergies are a little tricky in Florida. That's a view of Ormond by the Sea. Way south of there is Ormond Beach, and well too far south that you can't see it is Daytona Beach. I really should be in the ocean every day, but I've been okay, even though it's been about 3 days now since I've been in there. Hello, Maggie Farnsworth. I know you just like the beach, so I don't expect any comment from you. There are people swimming. Let's get a close with them. Pretty girls. I can't tell if they're pretty from here. Too far away. And that's about it. We had a good show on Backlash today. You can hear, blanking on their names, something Munoz from the Washington Times talked about defense matters, situation in Afghanistan and Somalia, where leaders were killed by U.S. forces or their allies there in the last 48 hours. We also talked about the possibility of no-fly zones or safe zones in Syria, which theoretically or at least might stem the so-called refugees from coming. Interestingly, it seems like a lot of the refugees are not in Syria. I also talked with, what's his first name? I don't know him personally. Something, Marcus Walker of the Wall Street Journal, about the aftermath of the French elections. Then I'm trying to move toward having at least some conversations with people I actually know who are familiar with. Maybe we'll move to people calling in on the show. And so I had on Gil Viator from Lake Havasu City, Arizona, and Kelly Glover. You can just download the app on in the App Store, or we have it for Android too, so it's there for Android or Apple. Just put in Shark Nation Radio. The best way to listen, I think, is via SoundCloud. That seems to be the easiest to use. My feet are wet. I haven't even moved. You tide is rising. And that's really it. No one seems to have any questions. Maybe I'll just give you an ocean shot without me in a second. I'm not going to do this often. I am not going to do this often. You're going to hear me talking about something, but sometimes it's nice to take a break. Let's just take a walk through the ocean. Maybe pelicans will fly back. Or just blue flies or something. I do have a video on the YouTube channel called simply Adam Taxon, which is simply called The Atlantic Ocean. You can't really ask for more truth in advertising than a YouTube channel called Adam Taxon and a YouTube video called The Atlantic Ocean. I recommend putting it on before you go to bed. And there was not a lot of wind when I recorded that one. It's more or less about 10 minutes maybe, and it's just played over and over again for 4 hours. So good if you sleep. I think I see a pelican. I didn't. Not many birds out right now. All right, that's all I got. I want to go into the ocean now. If no one has a question for me or some sort of comment in 30 seconds, I get to go for a swim. I know this is not an interesting video. I know it's not, when I switch it to YouTube, going to get a whole lot of forwards because I didn't really see anything worth listening to. But I'm down to like 20 seconds for anyone to have a comment or anything I can mention here. Otherwise, this was one of my easier sunset reports to do. I usually do prepare somewhat for the sunrise, midday, and sunset report. Obviously, I prepare a lot for the show Backlash on Shark Nation Radio. But if not, I'm just going to say goodbye. And sun's somewhere back there. It's always confusing. Which way is it? Yeah, it's back there. Back there. See? There it is, over me. Got a little bit of time. Oh, we have a moon sighting too, right in front of me. Can you make it out there? I don't know. Let's see. Should be. There it is. There it is. So we're not that far from sunset, clearly. All right, a little more ocean, maybe a feet. See, I was making you think too much with all that stuff from Carl Denninger. If you actually listened to it, if you actually went to the links, you deserve some ocean, don't you think? Good things can come from me forgetting my MiFi and my tripod. Thank you for watching.